So, I was talking to my founder of the first startup, and he's like, "What are you working on now?" And I'm like, "NFTs," and he's like, "Sigh," and I'm like, "Here's a coin." He's like, "What do I do with this?" And I'm like, "Well, okay, so interesting." He's been in crypto, but he's never I don't think he's done too many interactive NFT things. So I'm like, basically, get the wallet, upload it to the site, and he's like, "Wait, what? Like, I expected this to be in my wallet or something." Like, he's like, kind of taken aback by the fact that it's an image. So I'm curious to get his whole feedback on that cycle yet. And then I told about it to another friend, and he sent me his public address, and he's like, "Okay, send me the coin." And I'm like, no, it's an image. Here, it's you don't even need your wallet. So it's definitely even people that are somewhat familiar with crypto, it's kind of taking them off guard. They're like, what is going on here? But I think in a good way. But yeah, it's interesting that we don't even fit quite into an existing flow there. We're we're in some new territory.
I think there's an interesting gap that we can fill and really make this thing sing even more. Of if you click into the have a coin button but have no idea what a wallet is, some kind of flow that explains hey, go get Rainbow or go get MetaMask and here's the steps to follow. And you don't have to put any money into it, and you can do all this for free, and then you'll have an NFT at the end. That I think will close that gap, and then it could truly become anybody can just find a coin, not have any experience in the space. And this is their first entry point.
Yeah, so that's the end state goal, I think, that we can get to with not too many more hops here. We're pretty close to being able to get that. It's just when we want to do it is basically the thing. My hope for this flow now is that the ideal case is that you can look at the coin and then it'll tell you what to do, and then go to exquisite.land. But in lieu of that, handing it to somebody, the instruction that I'm ideally is take this to exquisite.land. That's it. Hopefully we can get that, and they can just drop the coin in, and the steps are sort of assuming that they have a wallet and they understand what a wallet does. That's the hope for this round of instruction. I'm hoping that I think we're pretty close to being able to do this as a play test where I have a list of a short list of people who I'm thinking send them a coin and then tell them go to Exquisite, give them a link, and then tell me what happened. This. And if we can get them all the way through to publishing a tile, then I think we're in very good shape on that front. Then the next one is send it to anybody. They can go there and even if they don't have a wallet, the whole series that you just explained, Shahruz. But yeah, that's a good sign that we've got all that.
Yeah.
Does the coin need to change what it looks like right now to convey that message to you, Dave? The go to exquisite.land?
We can test that. I can explicitly put on there, go to HTTP, try to make that look, because there's the case that some people don't know it's a domain and this kind of thing.
Exactly. I've had that happen a few times where people are looking at the coin, they're like, oh, this is a website. And because I think .land is just not a common TLD now. So yeah, maybe go to would just push it a little towards that. But somebody verbalizing it totally works as well.
I think that's our play for now is when we hand these out, or when we give the instruction to people when they hand them out, tell them take this to exquisite.land. I think that's enough to okay, they can puzzle out what take this to exquisite.land means, or take this to the website exquisite.land. And then that's how you convey the coin when you hand them out. So this is part of the cycle of when you get a coin, we need to sort of explain what you do with it. That layer of explanation is probably necessary on the site somewhere.
Say that again. You've got
you generate a coin or coins. How are we going to convey what you do with this coin? What is an instruction that gives them the mimetic understanding they need to go give it to a friend draw next to. They may have that generalized understanding. I'm not sure. Like once you pick it up, it makes absolute sense. But is there a hint or something there, or maybe this one is less of a problem? I don't know. I'm just running through these flows right now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, presumably because they got a coin, they understand the process, but how do you sort of prompt or prime people to pass it along?
Yeah, we may be getting into nitty gritty here. Like, I don't know that we need to solve this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just sort of right. The coin flow just got warmed up. So anyways, yeah, back up.
Well, I think the area we wanted to sort of probe here is Discord, right? We're going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our big questions, because Dave is going to work on the canvas gutter and like sort of bringing the Discord channel to the surface there.
Yep.
On the canvas itself. So that opens up like a pathway between canvas and Discord. But then what happens when they're in Discord? And that's where we had the lobby and the movement either to a canvas specific channel or the Wanderers channel. So I don't know which one we want to pick on, lobby or Wanderers, but those were the two kind of we needed to flesh out still.
Just to clarify here, I think the distinction is both everybody lands in lobby, then they either get taken to Wanderers or the canvas, right? But lobby is still the primary funnel.
Yeah, lobby is like the
Okay,
welcome, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're either sent, you have to link your wallet. So there's that flow in there, which will dictate where you are sent, basically. So not everyone goes through Wanderers necessarily.
Correct.
Yep. And like the canvas specific stuff is more obvious because you're playing the game. You've done a tile, so like that should, yeah, we've sort of.
Well, it's
that
possible
to the
that somebody's
side.
in the canvas channel before they've done the tile, though. I think in this scenario, or is that not the case?
You, I guess you have a tile, so.
Yep.
You have some understanding of what's going on, hopefully, or
True.
you figured out all of it up until the point of drawing it and you don't know what to do, which is possible.
Yeah, so I'm feeling into this through like the state that we're hoping they're in when they've gotten a tile. So like it might be good to sort of place us in that environment, like
Sure. Spin it up.
and then sort of build based on that. So one I can think of is like somebody has given you a coin. They have some understanding, and like this is where I come back to this instruction, like take this to exquisite.land, you know, or the broader version of this is like you want to draw a tile or something like this, like draw this next to me, go there. I don't know how they explain all of it or if they need to, right? But the person, assuming that they have to have some understanding of what the hell's going on here. I don't know that we have people who really don't, because like you need to tell, they get a coin, like, and there it comes with some level of instruction. So this is a place that we can help, I guess, guide them into the experience. So in lieu of that, they have something like you take this coin to that site and you can draw on it, right? So yeah, like where in that process, like do people just start drawing? Is that like, you know, or are they so befuddled like that they need to go to Discord? Like, I guess this is where I'm trying to figure out the you know, where we inject the Discord flow.
One question I have, let's say you go to exquisite.land, you understand the concept of a wallet, which we're sort of assuming. So you connect your wallet because you just do that. And then the other, like obviously the only other thing you could do is have a coin. It's another button like that. So Like there's some
Yeah.
movement here. I'm just kind of like, I'm looking at it right now, like looking into it. One question is, when does the Discord Canvas specific channel show up? Is it immediately? Do you have to connect wallet? Like, so that's one low hanging fruit. Like, when does it make sense to have that
Sure.
be visible? Because, and yeah, or is there, it's always visible regardless of whether your wallet's connected or not, which might be good. So you can see that there's stuff happening. But only when you connect your wallet, could you connect potentially to join the Discord? There's,
It's a good question. Yeah. I see the benefit of having it like very transparent, but maybe the getting the actual invite link behind connecting your wallet also keeps it more as like a window shopping experience until you're like really ready to go into the store, so to speak. Because having just anybody who drives by be able to join the Discord isn't really what we're trying to do either. We don't want like a bajillion people in the Discord.
Yeah, so policy on that. Like, yeah, where are we on that? Like, so we want to limit it to people who
basically
what is
people who are curious enough to press all the buttons. Like they know
Okay,
how to do it.
that
They're
helps.
willing,
I
they're
mean,
willing to poke around.
Yeah.
They're
Nice.
not just coming through. I mean, I don't know how many people are doing this anyway. It's just, it's a small friction for people in
That's fine.
Web3. If you're outside of Web3, we're sort of putting that to like phase 2 or something. Because
Okay,
people
all right,
outside
so-
of Web3, I think will come to this and they'll just be like my friend Aaron is just like, what's a wallet? Do I need money? And I'm like, I'll help
Yeah.
you walk through it at some point, but the user flows for someone like her, she's going to need help at every step along the way because she's never seen it. And I did this with April too. I walked her through it. And once she got it, she's fine. And she's like, give me another coin, give me another coin. She gets the pattern, she likes it, but it's, so we're focused
so
again
for
on
this
Web3.
for this round, I mean, we're basically gating everything behind Connect Wallet.
That's a pattern we're teaching, I guess. Yeah.
Well, we either do or we don't. So like, I mean,
We are,
because
because we're doing that in the Discord too. If you don't connect your wallet, then we don't know where to place you. So it's teaching a behavior. It's like a Pavlovian thing.
so we are funneling. So the assumption that we are making by like taking, like you can't even have a coin. Like if we put all functionality except for like zooming around the canvas and like the about and stuff like this, like
Yeah.
all participatory functionality would be
After
behind a
wallet.
Connect Wallet
That's
event.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
I
a
think that makes
implications
sense.
here.
demarc line.
Okay. I mean, it's tidy, but it's exclusionary for now, but it's excluding 2 people who have that pattern in mind. What happens when you hit Connect Wallet? It pushes you through that modal.
Yep.
What's that?
Yeah,
It brings
you
up a
just-
website.
Connect your wallet, basically.
I need to.
Here, I can just show you. Um,
I'll just pop it open in Safari. Or not.
Is this still broken this part? Oh, shit.
Can you see my
Well, that's
screen?
fine.
Yep.
So, oh, well,
Yeah,
that
so
was
that's
quick.
what I was trying to avoid.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
Keep
meant
Command
Discord.
Shift R should work.
I like the complaint was it was too fast.
Whoa, that was weird.
If you click on
Oh,
MetaMask
never mind.
in like your icon in your extensions tray,
Yep.
and then where it says connected in the top left, click on that and then menu disconnect on both of them, like the little 3 dots. And then now refresh.
Oh, look, that hook working nicely.
Whoa. Oh, that's because I'm in full screen. That's fine though. do that. That's what happens. Usually, so like if I was, let me do
So it
this.
just pops MetaMask, but there's like another screen that's, let me just open it on my machine.
Yeah, it's a button that makes you choose between MetaMask and Wallet Connect.
So if
They're
it's
like
not
two big
full
buttons.
screen, it's gonna do this.
No, I think what you might be having happen here is cookies. So if you click on the little lock icon next to exquisite.land URL in the URL bar, and then go to cookies and then clear all. So just select the one in the menu and then click remove. And then click done. Now refresh. It should show you that model. There we go.
Yeah. So
So
this
you've
thing.
never come here before. This is what you're getting. Okay.
Yeah. So this is where we're at. Yeah. So you've come to the site. You either have a coin or you don't. If you have a coin, like the only action in that case is to connect wallet. Which
That drives behavior, obviously, because there's one
Yeah.
obvious button.
So probably we just switch the behavior to have a coin if you're not connected to this. Like it requires you connect wallet regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep
But
both
you also have
options open.
a CTA, like if you have a coin, like it, so anyways, so the behavior before anything is you have to connect your wallet, and we can just inject that behind whatever buttons they push at the top level if we need them to connect. Okay. Is there any problems with that?
Wait, so what are you suggesting to change? I'm not following.
Yeah, I'm jumping around here. I'm just designing out loud. So basically what I'm playing with is this concept that I've been trying to figure out. Like right now we have it where you hit have a coin and it pops open the have a coin interface or whatever. But like you could drop a coin there and not be connected.
Yeah.
And so
And then we kind of have the person fall out of the ideal.
just never
chain.
have that problem.
Yeah.
Like if they need to do anything, and now we have another reason. So I was trying to find a reason to have it connect the wallet first.
Yep.
Like, and so now we have this Discord thing, which we don't want them seeing Discord unless they have a connected wallet. Like, okay, so now we have two reasons.
Or they can see Discord, but they can't join Discord.
Whatever. There's some Discord
Because
locked off functionality. Yeah.
if you can see that there's something happening in Discord, but you don't have a way in, there's another like driving behavior towards doing the one action, which is connect your wallet.
Okay, so it's just grayed out then.
Or doesn't show up until.
All right, so what we're
Yeah.
visualizing here is on the gutter. I'm seeing it in the right-hand side of the screen there.
Yep.
There's a block that is like what Shahruz laid out, like the last however X many things, probably in some sort of iframe, right?
Yep.
And below that, there's a button that says join the Discord. In the case that the wallet is not connected, it is grayed out. In the case that it is
Sure.
connected, you can join the Discord. Is that?
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable to me. I think the only thing that I was like kind of imagining is have a coin connect, both take you to the modal that has the two settings. And the only thing that's different is what happens after you connect. So if you click have a coin, it goes to the arcade machine. If you click connect, then it goes to the canvas. Otherwise, you're just funneled through the modal first.
Yeah, and in the case that you just use the connect wallet button, we have one other behavior here, which is that join a Discord button becomes active. So now we have a precedent on that board somewhere to do other things like that. Like connect wallet is our gate. Anyways, yeah.
No, this is nice. Yeah, it's
is.
basically making like the points that now we just add more content to each of these little state changes. These are primary like points. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so there's structure now. Like if there's anything we want to communicate after connection, we've got two states there. We've got the outland state, which is what everybody on the internet can see. And then we've got post connect wallet state, which is sort of active gameplay environment. Okay. So for now, we just need this thing in there, and then that gives us that loop. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. We're back to funneling and like sort of.
Yeah, so someone comes in, they connect their wallet. After connecting wallet, they can join the Discord. It's obvious how to do that. There's some sort of flow there. If they haven't redeemed their coin yet, they would end up in the lobby. They connect their wallet in Discord. It would send them to Wanderers. If they have redeemed their coin and they have a tile, whether or not they've completed it, they would be sent, after connecting wallet, they'd be sent to their Canvas specific channel.
Yep.
Okay.
So the question is, what does the lobby look like? What does it feel like?
Are we trying to do any priming in the gameplay before they get dropped into Discord? Like, so.
How so? Yeah.
I've come here, I don't have a coin, I connect a wallet. I can now, like, there's, the action is I have, you know, have a coin, and then there's like the Discord join button now is what we've got. So in this case, they're in a state where, you know, they're interested, but they can't do anything. The have a coin button pops open the arcade machine, but they don't have a coin, so they can't do anything, right? So this is the state that they're sort of in when they wish to join the Discord, as far as I see it.
Yeah,
Unless
I
I'm
mean,
missing something.
do you want, so here, like, there's surface area in here. Is this a modal technically?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a thing like, if your wallet is connected, don't have a coin, like come join the Discord or something to whatever.
Yeah, so what are we priming them here? So, like, you know, want coins? Need friends? Like, what is the
Want to play?
Yeah, like what are we setting them up for in what is going, the lobby that we're about to put them in? Or is there an answer to that question?
I mean, you want coins, or you want to understand what the fuck this is kind of like, what is this?
Yes.
Like,
okay.
we're trying to reward curiosity here, I think.
Okay. That's
So
good.
I'm curious, like, what a coin would do. I'm curious what the heck this is, because I can't do anything. Maybe there's something, but I'm like, I like what I'm seeing here. Like, it seems cool. Like, I want to do something.
Okay, so right now the interface that pops up is the words, what the heck, and then join Discord. I mean, that's the simplest version of the thing.
Yeah, what the heck? Makes sense over here. Makes sense of it all over here. Is sort of the like meant
I
like
You could
guess
add that
somebody
you could add
has a
that
coin,
subtext.
and they can't make the like connect to, you know, drop it in there or something. Then they'll want to go to Discord anyway. So really, it's for anybody that's looking at the screen and is confused.
yeah, I mean, it could, like, I don't have a freaking coin in all caps, exclamation point. And you're like, yeah, that's me, click.
Yeah.
And then you're dropped into Discord, and there's presumably other people that have been in here, and they're like, what is going on? How do I get a coin? What does a coin do? And there's conversation presumably here.
Yeah.
And like, we can be in there, and there can be like mods in there who are doing a thing where we're stoking like the questions or throwing out a coin every now and then. I don't know if coins are happening there.
Okay,
I
we're in
was
good
gonna say,
territory here. Yeah.
If
go ahead.
we lead on too much that you're going to get coins in the Discord and then nobody's sharing it there,
Yeah.
that could lead to a lot of people that are just there hanging out upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. like in an ideal state, you'd have, or flow, you'd have people not have a coin. They want coins or want to understand. They click to get into the Discord. They connect their wallet in the Discord. Then they get shuttled off to the Wanderers. There's a lot of movement here. But I guess there's some sort of, this could be a bot that's telling people there's coins in, like, it's like there's gold in their hills. Like there's coins over in the Wanderers, and we could drop coins periodically in there. Like we can do that in Wanderers.
Are we going to be able to?
Maybe there's some God mode.
Yeah, I guess if like they're expiring and then we trigger that
Yeah.
functionality baked in.
It's
We
like
don't really
rare-
have,
Yeah.
the model isn't like sort of oriented towards that. It's a good distribution model, like, but it sort of doesn't fit with the inviting thing we've got unless we sort of build in a,
This is where, so there could be interaction between the Canvas specific Discord and Wanderers somehow, because those people have coins. We've got like a problem with the haves and the have-nots right now, where the haves
Yeah.
have everything. They got the
Is
coins,
there-
they got the
okay.
power to make new coins, and then there's other people who want in. But depending on who that
here.
Canvas like artist, like who they are, they're not going to want to invite just random people in because they're curating something.
We can funnel these people into 2 game modes, potentially. There is a second game mode here, which is like the coin lottery. That could be another canvas.
Yeah.
Like people wander in, they've gotten as far as getting into the Discord, and the promise for this curiosity is like you get to fill out a canvas, and that canvas can just be randomly generated tiles connected to coins. Like you don't have to do the neighbor invite thing. You could just spread them, like here's a bunch of coins, go nuts. And there are 16 by 16, so the people who are coming in like get their drops of these coins. I don't know. It's one model. Like it's taking the interest and funneling it into an experience. Like
So that's, what if we, I don't know if this works, but what if there was, this doesn't work, like a sandbox canvas that people can play in the Wanderers channel until, like, if
just
and
give
when.
them so we can do so if we think about this, like the people who have the curiosity to make it into this place, right? Like, especially within some X number, like those very early people, I don't know what they're like. Like they're very curious because they found themselves in this thing. Like, are there 100 of them? Do you give all 100 of those people tiles? Like, and that's a canvas or whatever it is, right? Or 256, or you can change the dynamic halfway through. Like we give away for the first 100 people, then the flow slows down or something on a curve or something.
Yeah, or not the first 100 people, but yeah, it's some sort of curve. Like the temporal, like how often they're dropped, like is slowing down over time or something like that. And it's called the Wanderer's canvas or something.
Something like that. So like there may be hopefully a simple mechanic here that doesn't require us building a second game that's like overly complex. Because ideally, I don't know. Or we just put them in a room and we're like, hey, here's a bunch of tiles. These are what are being made, and people can talk about it. And I'm undercutting the idea to make sure we're not adding an enormous amount of work here.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, like, there's the other 99% of Reddit is lurkers, and they occasionally hit upvote, downvote. That is their entire experience, and they're quite content with that. And there's like 5%, whatever. So it's like 95 or 1 or something in terms of who's lurking, who's commenting, who's submitting. I wonder if there's like a similar ratio here. I'm like, are people, does anybody that make it to that point, like, do they want to draw, or do they really just want to be like in and like in on this thing and engaged with the other people who are drawing and providing commentary and like freaking out about things?
Yeah, I have a bias because I like doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I'm good at it. So, like,
I mean, people are going to want to do something. We should give them something to do. Otherwise, like, I guess so. Lurking is something is the argument.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
more so that, like, I guess I'm just a little wary about saying, hey, you didn't make it into the canvas that other people made it into, so you're going to this other canvas. Like, and this canvas also is exclusionary to some extent. So really you have to make it into the sweet spot, like, versus something that gives some sort of like permanent state that somebody can be in and not mind it, like where they're not really competing again or in a race as much as they're annotating or they're commenting or they're like upvoting or sorting or like doing something to, you know, that's 100% adjacent to the canvas that's being played, but still feels engaging and is like a net add for everybody.
I mean, they could be doing like the lore side of it, but yeah, I feel like that's more complicated than just giving them their own canvas.
I'm kind of wondering, does it make sense? Like, I think one of the like core problems, it seems like, is the separation between wanderers and people who have the tiles. Like, do we just feed everyone if they link their wallet into one place and just say like, hey, this is like the generalized chat? Because that seems like where people might drop new things. So if you don't have an existing one, you at least have a chance with everyone else to pick one up. And then it kind of absolves that, but at least you like went through and linked your wallet at the very least. Like, you can participate in the game effectively. Like, given that you've linked your wallet, like you now yourself have like made yourself eligible to play, because that is kind of our prerequisite at the moment, is having a wallet. And if you made it through that far in the Discord, like, it's very clear that you should probably be able to figure this thing out.
Yeah,
So,
then what you could have, I mean, would we still have a channel that's just for people with a tile?
do they need it?
I mean, if they self-organize, I think that's like maybe a different thing. And whether we provide them the tools to self-organize or not.
Yeah, I kind of like
is
this, just making
thing.
it more simple.
Well, it
definitely
like,
changes things.
Yeah, we're setting ourselves up basically to know that we are funneling the energy through one channel with a set of preconditions. So we know that like the people who have made it into this room either have a tile and they have finished, or they've, you know, they're in the mix somehow, right? So they can be a drawer. They may have published, you know, so we've got them hopefully into the Discord. And then the other type of person who is like, what is this thing? This thing's cool. Connect wallet. Oh, I can do that. Join a Discord. I can't do anything else here. Like, what's in here, right? Now we've got a group of those people, and like just start playing with them. See what the hell they want to do.
So
that's what I'm feeling.
So everyone goes in the same room.
Yeah.
Do we need a lobby then? Or is it just during open canvas play, if you connect to the Discord through like the Terramasu canvas, somehow you just get dumped into the Terramasu channel? And once the canvas is done, there's like, you won't, there's other routes to get into Discord, but you wouldn't get dropped in there. So it's like a time limited, like pop-up community, as long as the channel's going or the canvas is being drawn on. I mean, maybe the lobby, the function there is to, what's it called? Reiterate the need to connect your wallet, because you have to do it again here, right? in order to get
Yeah.
access,
So,
or maybe you don't need to do that. You just get dropped in there.
I mean, we could sell that, like, I mean, give them something for connecting. Um, like, or hint that that's the case. Like, this is what the bot or like whatever persona is producing the connect your wallet. Do it for this reason. If you do it, you get this. It's more fun, you know, whatever.
Can we track how people got into the Discord? Like if we have people all funnel through the lobby, which they will, is there a way to only give people like the Teramasu canvas badge, if you will, that they've connected through that? So I guess if there's only one way to get in.
I haven't seen invite specific breakdowns on Discord. So you can have multiple links, I think, but you can't necessarily trace which link is used.
Okay.
Yeah, let's assume that we can't really funnel them other than we've got one just big funnel. And like the people who are coming through that funnel for at least a little while are pretty interested. Like we can assume that. Nobody else, I mean, they wouldn't be in there if they weren't. Because we're not selling anything really, other than people who are curious about this thing will be like, hey, go here. So if that's a condition, like what do we think, like people, like what can we do like in a hands-on approach versus what can we automate, right? Like if we plan on just having the ability to be like sort of around when we launch this thing, like what are we assuming, like the number of people who could be coming through this thing, right? Like do we have to be like in person, or how flowy is this thing going to get, I guess, is part of what I'm trying to feel into, or what you guys feel is going to happen there.
I feel like we're maybe over designing relative to what we need for the first canvas, at least.
Yeah,
for the
like
rails here.
Just need a catch basin.
Yeah, I guess maybe one parallel is like most NFT series right now give you a Discord. What's going on in there? People are joining because they have like either like this thing or they have this thing. I think we have a similar case here. They either have a coin or they like the idea of having a coin. We're giving them a space to self-organize, to learn more, and potentially get a coin. But there's no promises and there's no like set structure. I think it's right. Yeah, we like basically just give people a giant room to hang out in, which we're accessible through as well, and it becomes our main channel for communicating like our intent and updates about things in the future.
Yeah, that for sure. And also, like when they come in, we just talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, what brought you here? Like, who? How? Tell us the thing. Like, what, you know, whatever that stuff is. Like, so we're like sort of committing to hanging out during this like part of the play, like being hands-on with it, and like greeting these are our new friends, I guess. Like, why are you here? And then hopefully there's like some level of engagement there that we can prime because we're willing to put in the work early days, and that maybe gives it a better chance of catching rather than it's helping the thing self-organize, I guess, or something like that. I don't know.
Because we can, you know, like all the culture stuff here comes bottom up, like usually, right? Like it's the masses in the Discords that are actually defining what the conversations are going to be and what people are talking about where. So if we're designing based on activity that's coming up there, it's more emergent, it's coming from the actual usage. Yeah.
So then we only need one channel to start for Teramasu, right? And we can still call it the lobby if we want, if that's the welcoming place. I mean, regardless, Discord, like that, there's one place that everyone gets dropped into. And I think the vibe is the same here where, I don't know, people can say hi and like hang out. But so once you get dropped in, when does the welcome screen pop up?
when you're inviting. So before you even hit any of these channels, you'll get that
Okay.
welcome screen from Discord.
Okay. So we wouldn't have wanderers either. We
Yep.
still want to drive the link wallet behavior, right? Okay.
Yeah, we just need to figure out how to phrase what you get for that.
For what?
You know, linking your wallet. It may not be necessary, but like I don't have the tendency to, I mean, I guess, is that the tendency? Do people, you give them a button, they click it?
Or
don't
don't
know.
frame it, see what people do again. Like,
Sure.
because there is,
Imagining one very like low friction thing we can do is give them a badge in Discord.
Mhm.
Like they're all, but they're not. But
oh
no,
yeah.
Yeah,
You
link
can
to
give people
anoint.
roles that they're a tile holder, just a tiramisu artist.
Yeah, so there is some benefit to doing this. So we'll
That's
just
what
have
we
like,
have set up, basically.
so yeah, we can just express that like the game only knows how to, it only knows who you are if you link your thing. So link the thing. I think that'll become in common practice. Like we just early on this. Okay. This is making more sense. We're just prototyping this thing. Like just get the bare bones in play. We don't know what the fuck to do yet.
We've also got 11 more attempts.
Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're giving ourselves the minimum amount of like people go here and then they're pretty happy and then they go over here and then we talk to them. Yeah. Or they'll tell us what they want to do. Like we're in a room here, like like give us this.
I'm imagining also some level of like synchronous maybe voice chats that people are going to pop into, whether we're just doing an update call or designing more or building more, or just collecting feedback. Like people could engage.
Yeah, at some point, hiring a character to talk to people as they come in is not a bad gag. Like you just have, it's kind of like the Disney thing where you give them like a greeter to get them into the universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is something that actors can do pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just embodies that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, every Shrek impersonator we can afford will be at the door.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this streamlines things too. There's not that much going on. We can figure out the order of what the welcome screen says, but it's pretty easy to figure out where to go. And there's really one place that's fun. It's tiramisu to start.
Yeah, everything goes in there. So we can do the bot for the tiles and stuff in there too. Yeah, I mean, here's your shit, play with it. Like it's like anything else and then as it'll pattern itself out. Like there'll be probably pretty clear, like people need to talk, they keep talking about this, make them a channel kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll start asking, can we have a channel for this?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what people do. Is that okay? Can we? Like, I don't have
Yeah, and okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we just set it up so that they're all in a room and we don't need to do much. We just hang out.
Let things emerge.
Yeah. They want some stuff to play with. We've got like an active audience and like we're feeling frisky. We just make something ridiculous. Toss it in there.
Also, I think people will appreciate having just one channel to think about. And
yeah, to start.
No complicated. We can just stream them.
We're gonna make the world's simplest Discord. That's our selling point.
I mean, the interface between Discord and an actual collective art project is nice. Like there's two surfaces here, they're intertwined. We're helping close that loop with the tile bot spitter outer and having the Discord here. So like there's,
Like a
we're
portal.
like merging them a little bit.
All right. I see where that goes. These things just get closer and closer to each other. Then your social is built into your canvas and all this stuff. If the thing was decentralized, you could just make like surfaces going into it wherever, right? Like you'd just have viewports that you
Yeah.
This might be getting ahead of ourselves, but how easy is it, or would we want to do this? Like where you could tweet someone's tile?
Imagining maybe we had a state where when you click into a modal, like previewing a tile, that's its own URL, so that you can link directly to the modal state.
Yeah, I think that for sure. Is there like a Web3 thing here? Like you can add it to a collection or a catalog, or there's some of these things that are popping up now.
Yeah.
OpenSea.
Yeah, I was thinking about OpenSea too.
Yeah, view it there
Collect.
for sure. Yeah, maybe that's just it. Maybe it lives on OpenSea as well as I don't know where
if
else.
I remember, OpenSea lets you add a little heart to it, add it to some sort of like internal collection of yours.
Okay. Is Zora doing anything with that?
Haven't seen.
Yeah.
I don't know how to list new contracts in their marketplace yet. It doesn't seem obvious, but they do theoretically support any contract the way the OpenSea does.
Interesting. Yeah, so these patterns don't, unless anybody's seen a pattern like this, where like there's a piece of art that's on a site that's like from a collection that you can see in other viewports on Web3. Like, look, it's part of the whole thing.
I think OpenSea is just like the standard right now for that.
Got it. All right, so yeah, OpenSea proof is basically what we put on here, and then.
So you would have like OpenSea, like a link to OpenSea here, for example?
Yeah, there's probably some people have been designing. I'll go poke around and see what they're doing for that.
But the URL to share would be obvious because we presumably want to drive people to our site as like the place where it branches off into other viewports, right?
Yeah, so I think for that we could either copy the URL in the browser, or we can also have a button that's like copy link to next to OpenSea. So it's like copy link to tile or go view tile on OpenSea, or two separate actions.
Yeah, it'd just be I mean, the standard thing is just like a link icon on a button, and then you click it and it copies the URL. Yeah, I don't think we need much else on here. Like I may put the tile number and like, spruce it up a little with some metadata, but
I like the being able, like, if you liked something and you want to share it, like that's a good, like, to an outside audience, driving people to come look at this and be curious about it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the OpenSea feels like a good Web3, like you can go see, like, so if it's on OpenSea, does that mean it's technically potentially for sale? That's interesting too, because then it's not the whole canvas, it's just the tile. So if people are making sales on their tiles yeah, that's cool.
It's something. I don't know if it's cool.
Well,
I don't know
If we don't,
interesting.
If we don't announce our plans to mint it on L1, then those people are likely to miss out on that, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if they, it's
oh, weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what is your mentality? Do you just sell the thing immediately? You're gone. Okay. That's fine.
I wonder how quickly,
yeah.
I wonder how quickly people are going to be like, what are you doing with the canvas? What's going to happen with I mean,
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, so I like this. This is fine. Do that. Yes. Good. Sell here. We can make it say. You should sell your tile.
oh, everyone's
Just
going to be freaking out.
quick.
I
Sell
sold my
the tile.
tile. I want it back.
Yeah, so we could drive stupid behavior. It's always an option. I'm just remembering this.
It's always an option to be an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
On exquisite land. In exquisite land, it's always an option to be an idiot.
That'll be later. Once we've gotten our sea legs.
Okay. What else?
Apologize for the extremely in the background. But we have a few Notion tasks that are set to lead discussion. Maybe good to circle around those just to see if anyone else is in there.
Sure.
Let's see. I can pull up Notion. Oops. I always do that. How rude.
Yeah, I have the worst time connecting to Notion, properly.
Yeah,
It doesn't like me, and I don't remember where the hell I did it in the first place. So I got stuff spread all over the place. Is it in Google?
The account.
It's ridiculous. So this is the distributed account that doesn't exist. It's tied to all these other services, and I've been onboarded 4 different ways. So
Yeah.
Oh God.
I find it annoying for I don't know what it's doing where it's this is private content. What?
yeah, they got some pathway hurdles.
So, and then I don't know, where's John's thing? I don't, because it's not mine.
Mhm. Well, if you go to your notifications tab, you might have something there.
Where is that?
Top right, I think. The little speech bubble mobile. Maybe they're called. Who knows?
Just click everything. Not that. Not that.
Oh yeah, this
Well, does
account
it-
is pretty quiet.
So it's not even letting me. Yeah.
I think go into your, go in there. No. Okay.
Well, that should be accessible because I connected with, and also why can't you authenticate in the app? Because it's just a wrapped, okay, now we're in. Buzzard. Okay. So John's thing, where would
You
it
with the
show
URL
up?
on Discord.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Good.
just see.
Go to Discord.
I'll figure it out later.
Mm-hmm. It's just being in the bowels of random apps. Their links don't work.
I do like that they make it accessible without auth. I didn't get plugged in, but at least they give you a read-only view.
Yeah.
That's a small thing.
Yeah, well, there's Notion for you.
Modern miracle. We even type on the web at all.
I shouldn't
Be
have
grateful.
done that. I'll just do it in the web browser.
I think this is a testament to a lot of things right now. Just the state of everything.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Get on down to real fake turnips. They're real and fake. We got 6,969, I guess 69.69 real fake turnips.
That's a Rick and Morty ad.
Okay.
We got real fake copyright infringements.
Copyright infringement.
Anyway, there's that.
Awesome.
Did those sell out immediately? Because that's
Probably.
telling.
Apparently it's a generative campaign. Generative NFT.
No, it
Yeah,
says minted 204 out of 69.69. So
Yeah, not really catching fire, this one.
whatever. They're real and fake.
there was a hack last night around a project that looked pretty similar to this, and it was one of the funniest things.
Really?
It was a
Apparently
17-year-old, and he went on a Twitter space. It was
Yeah, with the creator.
hilarious.
I kind of want to watch for recording. This sounds kind of crazy. It'd be like somebody who heisted a painting talk to the artist now. It's like,
What the fuck?
He sounded like his voice was like cousin Greg from Succession, so that was the visual that I had in my head. But he was getting extremely
crap.
aggressive.
Cousin Greg.
It was very
Wait,
funny.
so
Cousin Greg.
did they got on a call? So I saw
they got
the
onto
Twitter
a public
stuff.
Twitter space.
What is it happening? There's so many weirdos. They're like playing around with like a shitload of money, and like they're just
Like,
stole-
haha, I hacked you.
He
Holy
stole
crap.
$300,000 through the hack, because he got onto their Discord, posted a link that was like, come mint here, but it was really just sending ETH to his address. He got caught because he used the same address that he's also used at like exchanges like Coinbase or whatever.
Yeah.
So they publicly in the Twitter space started like figuring out who the guy was. I think he realized that he was going to get caught. So he sent all the money back and joined the Twitter space. And is basically like, I didn't commit a crime. Like, I sent all the money back. It's cool. It's cool, bro. Like, nothing went wrong here. He said he wouldn't press charges. It was.
I didn't realize this. Wow.
What
And then
the
there was
fuck?
there was like a bunch of relatively older folks, because this kid, I think said he was 17, who did the hack. And most of the creators seemed like they were slightly more mature. So they were like they were trying to get him to talk more. And then there was this other kid, based on the sound of his voice, Colin, who kept being like, why are we treating this guy like he's not a fucking criminal? Like, we're being way too nice to him. And then they just started getting into a fight. And then cousin Greg said he was going to go kill Colin.
Holy
And at that
shit.
point, they're like, we gotta shut this down like soon.
Oh
And
my
then cousin
God.
Greg kept saying like, I gotta get off because I got school in the morning and it's like 4 a.m. here, so I gotta go get to bed.
So this is what happens when you do these things live and you get like crazy people wandering in the door who can code. I mean, it's insane. Holy
What
shit.
the fuck?
Well, and
It was
and
extremely
also
funny.
all of the broadcast stuff is open. Like everybody's just
Yeah.
doing it. Like you're not back channeling anything. Like you're just like, oh, come on, man. Can you not take the money? And then the kid is like 17. So he's constantly flipping out. Holy shit. Yeah. So all you need to do to make like entertainment happen right now is just like compel people to come play around. Like you can leave half the door open too, and some hacker kid will just break the thing for you. It's all nuts.
He kept being like, I don't need the money. I make all my money off of Roblox, bro.
It's great.
That's
All of it is amazing.
Well,
Wait,
what a
Dave,
waste.
tell your
Shit.
story about Roblox. Did we tell this story yet?
Oh no, I've been on Roblox once now. Like here's my big Roblox moment.
Well, here's the set, first of all. We're at a campground, right?
Mhm.
And his niece and nephew are twins and they're 7 years old. And we, the night before, had played on cell phones. And it's like this tiny little screen. It's hard to see. So the next day we're at a campsite that has Wi-Fi, which is, the kids are like, yeah, that makes sense. We're at a campsite, Wi-Fi, like get on the iPad, get on Roblox. Okay. None of this is normal. And they both have their own
Real quick,
iPads.
the iPads have like holders, like rubbery guys.
They look like little
fucking
Oh, that's
squids.
creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're
So
just like sitting here with the iPads, the creatures in their hands, and it's just glowing at them.
whose did
in
you
the
have?
dark.
Blakely's or Bodie's? There's a boy and a girl. Girl,
Yeah.
Blakely, boy, Bodie. Hers probably.
Yeah.
Because there's no way Bodie would let you use his. He's like all business on Roblox. He's got like $10,000 in the universe. She has like 100. Because he's like, I save my money. He's like making businesses and stuff. So Dave's like basically convinced her to let him use it. So he gets on and he's narrating what he's doing. It's like, all right, here we go. And the kid's like over his shoulder, like, what are you doing? How's it
This
working?
sounds so amazing.
Like,
Yeah.
are you okay? And Dave's like, everything's fine.
I'm like, I know how this works. This is easy. And then so I just like go in their inventory and just put on all their shit. And like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, I'm trying to trade stuff. Nobody's taking my trades. And then I'm like rolling, I find roller skates and then I start rolling around. I have no idea where you can go and where you can't go because it's crazy to me. All of it seems nuts. And so I just go into the first house I see. And then like, there's somebody in there working on the house. And then there's like rules on the wall that like are a coming soon sign. Like they're setting up a shop. And like, I start roller skating around the house or whatever. And then it's like, you've been kicked out of the house. And I'm like, well, fuck, wasn't supposed to go in there. And then I start rolling around and I go into a town square and the avatar from the person in the house shows up and she's like, why are you in my house? And I said, just cuz. And she said, okay. And then that's it. And then the girl took the thing back and she's like, what are you doing? And that's my experience
so
with
good.
Roblox.
Why were you in my house? Just cuz, COS. And I was like, you're really good at this. And she just, okay. And I was like,
Yeah,
this whole
it is.
interaction is so
It
good.
makes sense in Roblox. The whole thing is like this. These kids just running around like they're like collecting.
Oh, this animal is super rare. It's a super rare. This one's legendary. How'd you do that? I don't know. Moving on. I got
And they're like-
a whole DJ like set up at the bottom of the pool in my living room. Let's go check that out. I'm like, okay.
It's fucking crazy. Like I feel a million years old in the thing. It is like it's at a time scale that is like 100x what I'm experiencing. And I know compared to people in New Hampshire, I'm experiencing like 100,000x what they're experiencing. So like they're just like fucking it's insane. Anyways, the whole thing. They're like trading all the time. They're like, hey, give me this, do that. All right, go over here. I set up a hot dog stand. Here, go. And like, what the fuck? It's like a like high speed economy is happening in the damn thing. But there's no rules. Like Bodhi just went up to some kid. He had like some fucking ultra rare thing. Kid didn't know what it was. He's just like, let me have that. And he gave him a bunch of stuff. And then now he has it. It's kind of like a trade. It's just fucking anyways. Sorry. That's
What
Roblox.
the hell? Roblox.
Roblox with Dave sounds like an excellent YouTube series. I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
kids, I don't know how you know any of this. Because like you can't just go wander in there. Like I couldn't go play Roblox. They're not going to let me in there. I don't need to be in there.
Need a
It's too weird.
chaperone.
It's like you were narrating like a Safdie Brothers movie or something. Like just like guy goes on a nuts adventure, gets invited into random houses, like just
That's
goes
what
on
it
the floor.
feels like. Honestly, you go drop into like there's a gap between like the age that it's appropriate to be in one of these things. And like I wasn't allowed in there, but they're like, hey, you can drive for a little bit. And it's fucking crazy. Yeah, whatever.
I can't even figure out how to like move. I'm like, what the hell? There's like a joystick. but
She's
it just-
paralyzed in kid space. Like she literally can't like the kids are just running circles around her.
I would be great if I could actually do it because I'm good at like kamikaze mode and like not like knowing what's going on. But I am just like, what? And Bodhi's just like, just give me the thing. I'm like, okay. They also like to rob banks. That's like a common thing.
Fuck
Go rob
yeah.
a bank. Okay.
Yeah, and so they're twins, and so they like have a spatial thing already. They're weird. Like twins are weird, and they can do this virtually. Where are you? I'm over here. They're like coordinating across the map
That's
while they're
weird.
talking to each other, and then like, hey, Bodhi, I'm in your house. I'm lighting it on fire. He's like, don't do that. It costs money to fix. And it's fucking crazy. All of it.
This does feel like Minecraft, and there's a little bit of a penguin, but just like
Yeah.
on steroids. It's like
It really is.
that's-
Because anybody can make stuff for it, right? And like you have just a billion items to play with, and you can
That's
dress
just
everything up. So
insane.
like everything is like a game surface. It's just
Basically
like
the
fucking,
metaverse now.
yeah. It's very weird.
I think that
I
we're
just
just
want-
figuring it out. with NFTs and blockchains, and kids have been doing it for years on Roblox.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be
Yep,
so
yep,
good at this whole thing once they like come up, they'll be like, just change that smart contract here like this. It's
Yeah.
like crazy.
Just give me that. Why
They're
are you
gonna-
doing it that way?
They're gonna build the metaverse, like, or like reinvent it. It'll be great.
Bring us
Maybe.
They're going to be looking at Etherscan contracts the way that like our generation was looking at MySpace profile code.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they're going to have way less inhibition about what they're building. So their rate of experimentation and what they're going to jump immediately to, because like it feels, relatively speaking, the space is pretty conservative still for what it could be. And I think that's a factor of it being early.
Yeah.
But once the kids are doing it, like they're not going to have all that baggage that's like
No.
going to be crazy.
Well,
It
if
feels
anything,
like
they're
old
gonna want to
tooling
blow it
me at
all
this
up
point.
because that's what kids do. Yeah. Sorry, CJ.
I was just gonna say, it feels like tooling at this point. Is like, I think if kids, for the most part, were to like look at it now, they'd be like, "What is there to do? This is boring." Like, there's not enough space to do anything, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Where do we go?
But-
Where do we play?
Yeah, but in like 3 years, it's like the orders of magnitude, like more that these blockchains will allow is probably going to be pretty insane. And then from there, kids will just be like, "Fuck it!" Like, we're just building everything.
Yeah, I think part of what we do here is like when we like record this stuff and then like release code and sort of assets and stuff, you're giving future kids stuff to play with, basically. Like you can think about it like this. Like you can hack things and break things and do all that other stuff, but there's also another way where you can build a thing and then that thing works and then you can give that away and more people can build a thing. Like I don't know. There is some like legacy to doing work right in this environment where like that can be a good way to pay it forward that makes better stuff. So, because then they're like, rather than like having to scout your way around on the web, like I did, just like finding pockets, there's like at least a bit of a signal to like find people building in a certain type of way.
Yep.
Anyways, that's some part of that. Because like right now, like I'm watching these kids play the thing and they're just fucking, they're savages. like they could be doing something with, right? Like they could be sort of.
Yeah, but they're learning.
I
Aren't
get
they
it.
learning
There's-
like just
there's
generally
both sides of it.
interaction with people, trade? Like there's things. Yeah.
Just having some understanding of what's happening there, though. Like there's some subtext. There's like a way to do it. There's a way to learn it, right? Without having to just experiment all the time.
Yeah, like modules or something.
Minimum set of engagement. I don't know. It could be, again, this is, we're kind of doing a little bit of this. Like we're trying to figure out how to create like a game environment that like is pretty fun in a style that we like to maintain, right? And we're like funneling potential players into this thing, and like a way to sort of design experience for them is to do it with them, right? So this is a mentality that is, you know, I don't know. I see resident like missing in certain types of gaming, I guess. Like it's more participatory. People are playing stuff together. We're building things together. It's fun. So anyways, I don't know. That's what's coming up and all that stuff.
So there's that.
So there's that.
I'm keeping an eye on time for internet camera.
Okay.
What's the low hanging fruit we could hit here, John? On exquisite
I
land.
think, Shahruz, if you remember, probably the metadata question, I think is really the biggest thing. And then can you take a look under open questions? I don't think we have anything under there. So it's really just getting a read on what we want shown on OpenSea in terms of description and title.
Yeah, I think it's basically that last piece for the contract, as well as what CJ's working on, which is the lineage stuff. But CJ, you seem pretty close to finish with that. It was like it was a coin storage stuff.
Yeah, I think in terms of the coin storage stuff, like with the traditional style DB, I think last night I kind of wrapped all of it up. Doing it in the contract probably is going to be a little bit tougher, but I think it just depends which way we want to go. I think either way, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like more like when we launch, because I can just kind of hack away at it in the background.
I kind of think the BB is fine. It'll let us scale like higher if we need to easily. And we already have that bit of centralization around the land grantor stuff. So it's not like it's creating centralization where we could otherwise avoid it. But that's just my take. So there's the contract stuff. There's then the Discord stuff. And then there's front end polish. And I think those are basically the three pieces. That, yeah, everything in here kind of fits into.
Yeah.
Should we, do we have the, that's there, should we add just the Discord tile bot as a separate item?
Yep, I think that'd be good. I have some code down for that, so I think I'll have something functional by Friday. I'll try to push out. Maybe it makes sense to try and launch the next playtest this next Monday and redeploy the contract before then. And that would also give us a chance to figure out the metadata thing before then and kind of officially start our like knowledge gathering stuff.
Put in clown protection. Not this time. Yeah.
Is there a lot of things for the metadata stuff, or is that something?
No, it's really just about like the visual, like how do we format the string that says XY relative to the tile, what it's called, and what is the image preview. We still have that like blank image that's being filled in from the profile image, but kind of like a placeholder for that.
Yeah, just title description and then empty SVG for like an empty state.
Okay. I can get that done today or tomorrow.
Sweet.
What's the status? Queued? What does that mean?
Not queued, building, I would say. Yep.
Should I put you in here, John? You said you started working on it? Okay.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the front end if we want to go through that. I don't know if that makes sense to do now or.
Do you want to create, would this help you, Dave, if I create just one for front end and we list out some of the stuff you're queuing up?
I mean, it would be, the easiest way to do this is to do a walkthrough at some point and like sort of see where all the frictions are. And yeah, I don't know. It's easier to do if we're all together.
Maybe we just set that as the first item for our next call, be Friday.
Works for me. Yeah, I think that walkthrough will give us like wherever our Connect Wallet stuff is, like what we're popping up where, and then any states that like may need softening or affordances, like loading states or anything like this. Yeah, and then there's like, I think just one addition of like figuring out how we're going to add a menu, like a pop-up menu or whatever. I'll try to have like comps and stuff ready for that to go over all that stuff. If that makes any sense.
Do we want to schedule the next one?
Yep.
Friday, tomorrow? I don't know which. I think Dave and I are free on both days.
I'm fine with
Friday. Friday would be better.
Work tomorrow?
Yeah, I could get some mock-ups done.
I could do
2 p.m. Eastern on Friday would be nice for me, like the 2 to 4 range, 2 to 5.
I've got a flight like right during that point.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
that's
can
right.
miss this. Just catch up after.
Or we could do
Wait, did my
later.
flight go into the Buzzard calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mistake. Whoops.
I thought that was quite nice. I was like, oh yeah, no, I know exactly.
Know exactly where Shahruz is at all
Mine.
times.
My bad.
We could do later.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
what time
pretty free.
would you be
I
on?
think I'll be at my parents' house, like ready to go at 4 Eastern.
That's a nice time for me too.
Cool.
All I got.
I'll give everybody back 7 minutes of their day. We can end
Wow.
early.
Wow.
That's such a power
Early.
move when people do that in corporate America, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
I've never been on the other end of one of those. So that was
I'm gonna give everybody back
eye-opening.
10 minutes of their time, and everyone's like, thank God, get me out of here.
You're like, why was I in this meeting in the first place? You didn't have to waste the other 53 minutes of it.
Oh, it's so good.
holy shit. Just being in rooms you don't want to be in all the time. Seems fun.
It's funny, like where that came back to me, I was just like, whoa, weird. Like that's in there somewhere.
Muscle memory.
Yep.
If ever you need to scare a bunch of people in a room, you can use that.
I mean, saying that to a bunch of people that work in like crypto though, or Web3,
I'd be
you
like,
could get
"You
some pretty
crazy
funny
person, get out of
responses.
here."
People just being like, what? Like,
Mhm.
I don't get it. What's the joke?
Just in the middle of like one of these hangouts, just start running it like a
Yeah.
corporate event.
All right, we're gonna
And
move
just
to
start,
agenda
"What is wrong
item.
with you?"
Yeah,
Seems
we're really
great.
behind right now. We need to take a vote. Okay.
See, you've got that up your sleeve.
You got, okay, wait, let's see. No, it's gonna take too long. I'll have a poll set up. Let's see, save. Okay, there we go.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh wow. What?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That is
take a
wild.
poll, just, you know.
I can create windows on
We've
my
got a-
computer. I'm
We've
not
got
okay with this.
100% of people
Yeah.
voting for choice one. I don't get to vote. That's rude. Oh, I just voted.
She just stole our private keys.
Yeah. Ooh, one for choice two. Said someone flip-flopped.
Oh, I never voted.
Someone voted twice, or did I vote twice? How do I vote? Well, this has been fun.
This
And
democracy you've created sucks.
You can vote whatever you.
I have no
All
idea
the
what this
time.
looks like on your side.
It's like it
shows
pops
the
up in a
results.
window in front of everything else.
Here's the
Yeah,
results of the poll.
just like, here, look, fucking look. This is, yeah. Okay. People are sitting around in this all day, like, and just having polls like thrown in there like this.
What the fuck?
You can remove it too.
Wait,
This is fucked up.
Oh my
I don't like
god.
this.
Wait, I hate this.
This feels like software that teachers would have in computer labs to make sure the
Yes.
kids were like staying
Yeah.
on task. Like, it's
That's
so
exactly what it is.
authoritarian.
oh wait, let's see. What happens when we do this? If we get, we'll just leave if this doesn't work, but.
It seems like a good way to go out. What? Join breakout
Oh,
room.
we're going to a breakout.
I don't know how to get there myself.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm here.
Wait, does
Did
the
you
recording follow you around?
Kristen, I hit the ask for help button, and apparently that brought you in here, so it works.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
What?
something popped up. Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, you can invite the
Whatever.
host to this breakout room for assistance.
Otherwise, I
It's
just
really
wait
meant for
in the
two
main
shows.
room, I guess.
Buzzard discovers Zoom.
Well, there is. What
People
we
are
were
living in
thinking
this
about
thing. It's
using
terrible.
for breakout rooms, which is why I pulled it in here, was you could have a broadcast thing going on, but then the like speakers are in a breakout room, so they're not in like, so you could talk before joining like the main audience.
Sure.
Mhm.
But we don't have a use for this yet. This is if we did like understanding club, like a big scale one or something.
So you have a warm stage effectively. And like, I mean,
Oh, so you bring a comedian to like warm everyone up while everyone in the back
Maybe
is
you
like,
could do
oh,
that.
come on.
I like that.
you'd need to do, I mean, this is not a bad model for like stage software or something, but like you'd need this view to be like a green room or something. Because otherwise, how do you know where the fuck you are? Like, you know,
so
it all
Yeah.
looks the exact same.
You've got a
Like,
moderator telling you, basically.
yeah. So I'm saying you could add affordances to the interface where you could be in a place.
You could
know?
just do polls all the time. Like, do you know where you are right now?
Echolocation.
Yeah. Get a bunch of funny people to use.
No.
No.
break software. What the fuck?
Fast forward.
click on
Speed
it?
up.
I have
You
no
can,
idea what's
you can
going
tell
on.
people to speed up with the thing. Oh fuck, that's brutal.
So passive aggressive.
Wait, who does that?
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna move hotels. So I'm gonna hop off. Shahruz, I'll probably be on in like 10, 15-ish.
Oh, that's right. We got to go
so I'll
over
see you
there.
all then.
Cool. Yeah, we might start 10 minutes late too. All right.
Yeah.
See
All
you
right.
guys have a
Fair
nice-
enough.
Bye. This is terrible. Shit.